I don't want to jinx it, but I think it's working. I have had so much trouble with uh, my streaming lately on OBS and YouTube and everything, and I've just been kind of worried about it not actually functioning. So I'm gonna try this tonight, but I don't have a lot of faith that it's gonna work because it hasn't been working for the last couple of weeks. My streams have been dropping out uncommanded, and there's a problem either with my ISP or with OBS or both. And I'm not good enough to troubleshoot it. So let's just see what happens here. But if this drops out, I'm not going to bother trying to reconnect it because I give up. So this is Captain Shane. I'm in the MD-11. I'm heading to Halifax tonight where the weather is really bad. But what else is new, right? We're used to that being in Canada up here. Let's see, parking brake. Let's see how long this stream lasts for. APU fire. Yeah, it's been a struggle lately getting the stream to actually stick. So I've got some new stream settings.
Engine 3 fire.
Hopefully it's going to be a little better. But who knows?
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Alright. I'm going to press on with my cockpit preparation checklist. Your fingers crossed that this holds out. And I think I'm going to change the title of this off to Halifax. Okay. And we can change this thumbnail. I'm just changing all the stuff because I had it going and I had to restart the computer, so let's see. Flight simulation. Game title is X-Plane 12. Alright. There we go. So far so good. I think we're holding. Okay, let's continue on with our checklist. So hydraulic pressure test. Let's fire that up. Hydraulic pressure test, and we'll observe that here. Okay, emergency power switch on. Emergency light switch armed. Logo lights and nav lights are all on. No smoking. Standby ADI. Uncaged. Takeoff warning.
Stabilizer. Flat.
Okay, 2 and 3.
Stabilizer. Flat.
Cool. EIS panel. Traffic data. Traffic data. PR12. 12. Brightness up. Wicks are on the right. Brightness up. Terrain on the left. Interesting. What brightness at? Oh, I know why. We got the IRSs. That's better. There's my... Alright, weight and balance. Okay. So for tonight on our flight, we've got 178,600 on the cargo. For my flight plan, block fuel is going to be 52,750. And I'm taking a little extra fuel tonight because of the bad weather. We may have to divert. Trip fuel is going to be 32,155. We're going to apply that. All set. IRS. initialize, and we're going to go CYHM, this Halifax, which is CYHZ. Alternate tonight, I've chosen this few. The one that looks the best would actually be CYQY. CYQY. Okay. Cruise altitude is 35,000. The flight number is UPS 2003. Minus 52. Plus 10. Not a lot of winds aloft tonight. Cost index is 173. Alright, so from here we're going to be taking runway 30 with the Monroe 2 departure. We'll insert that. And then from there, we've got Durot. D-U-R-O-T. Oh, it's allowed. There you go. And Durot to Ukpag. And Ukpag, dead key. D-E-D-K-I. And then dead key, we've got Q913. Q913 over to cab key. Then we have the Q29 over to Ebony. E-B-O-N. Insert Ebony. We are going to pick up the arrival, which is going to be the Fun D5. Ebony transition, and we're looking for the RNAV Zulu runway 32 with the final transition. 764 is the minimums on that, and that's really cutting it close. Hopefully they improve by the time we get there, because right now they're not really there. Alright, let's review the flight plan here real quick. Vectors. Yep, that looks right. Okay. Takeoff. We got 482 gross takeoff weight. Does that jive here? Yeah. Let's do flex 45 on that. Flaps 15. Outside air temperature is 0 Celsius for the METAR. And the wind is 0 minus 4. Here we go. We'll put that on the left. Flight plan on the right. Let's go map here. Alright, final cockpit preparation checklist. Fuel quantity. 52.8. Checks. FMC is checked and set. Flap takeoff selected. Flaps 15. FCP airspeed 250, 250. FCP heading 297 for the runway heading. Oh, come on. Alright, FCP altitude, we'll take it right up to 350. No ATC right now, tell us otherwise. Altimeters. Let's check that weather. Okay, 3019 is the altimeter. Auto brakes, take off. Taxi, take off, departure brief. Alright, so we are going to be taking on runway 30. I'll show you that on our fancy software over here. We're on runway 30 at Hamilton. Current position is here on the south ramp. We're going to push back onto Alpha, taxi down Charlie, make a right onto runway 6, right on the 30, back taxi, take off 30. We're on the Monroe 2 departure. Monroe 2 departure is climb on heading 2907 to 1300 feet, then a left-hand climbing turn to heading 260. Then expect radar vectors to assigned heading, which is going to be Durat. So once we're airborne, we make that left-hand turn. We'll go ahead and give ourselves direct Durat and do that on our own. There's no ATC to tell us otherwise, so we will do that. And the weather for Hamilton is wind 2704, 15 statute miles visibility, ceilings 12,000 feet, very, very high, much better weather tonight. Although I do need to adjust our outside air temperature to minus 12. Minus 12. That actually is going to invalidate our takeoff data. So let's check that. Minus 12. I don't know where I got 0 from. There we go. There we go. Minus 12. Takeoff taxi departure brief performed. Final cockpit preparation checklist complete. B4 start pushback checklist. Let's get the tug moving.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
We're going to push it back right here. No snow and ice on the runway tonight. That's nice.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Cool. And let's go ahead and get the APU fired up. And I'll tell you what else. We'll go ahead and fire up the webcam too, so you guys can see my fat gut. There you go. Doors and windows are closed and latched. Aux exhaust pump 1. Oh, wrong button. Is off. Wait on APU power. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, we're not even aligned on the
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
How did I miss that? We're not even aligned yet. Yeah. 1.9 minutes to align. Well, we'll do a little cheat here. We are aligned now. There we go. Okay, APU power available. APU power is on. External power is off. Parking brake is set. Wheel chocks and the ground power unit are removed.
Welcome aboard,
Beacon
Captain.
light is
Tow's
on.
connected. Bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
APU's on, engine ignition B. Alright, smart cars. There we go. Alright, ready to go.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Alright, we'll clear for engine start, crew. Let's head it up. Start in 3. Fuel on. Okay, starting 1. %, fuel on. Okay, starter disengaged. Starting 2. Starting 2. So this is officially the coldest I've ever flown this MD-11 in. Minus 11. Ah, it's Canadian. I'm getting my money's worth out of this. That's cold. Fuel on. Hey, good start on engine.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Alright, while we're doing that, let's go ahead and get some taxi stuff out of the way. 5.7 on the stab, it's coming in now. Flaps are coming down to flaps 15. Alright. After start checklist, engine wing anti-ice not required, no precipitation. APU bleed is off, disconnect. And APU is coming off. Alright, waiting on the ground signal.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Alright, see you on the right. Alright, there we go. Hand signal's good. After start checklist complete. Taxi checklist. Flaps and slats. Flaps 15 is set. Spoiler handle. Arm. Depth trim set. 5.7 aircraft nose up. Take update and confirm. 140, 156, 166. And our climb out speed will be 176 B2 plus 10. Taxi takeoff. Departure brief is not changed. Dial in the CTAF here. And then we'll get 122.8 on there. Radar 145. TARA on the transponder. Nose light on. Status page. Config. Taxi clearance. Hamilton traffic. UPS 2003. Taxi runway 30 via Alpha Charlie. Runway 6. Back taxi 30. Alright, let's go. Nose wheel, we'll check the nose wheel and the rudder at the same time. Rudder right, nose wheel checks, rudder left, nose wheel checks, brake check. Alright, nose wheel steering and brakes are checked. Flight controls, ailerons left 3 green, ailerons right 3 green, elevator up 2 green, ladder down 2 green. Flight controls are checked, free and clear. Alright, well let's see how long our stream holds up, but so far so good. I'm not used to taxiing with that ice all over the runway. It's actually pretty nice. I can actually drive this thing tonight. I don't think Halifax is going to be so nice though. Miscellaneous. What do we got on here? Windshield defog off. Must have missed that. That's better. Okay, check left, check right. I'm gonna get on runway 6, make a right turn here. Coming right. check left, check right. Alright, we're gonna enter runway 30 here and back taxi on it. On the brakes. Alright, let's go. Status page at the engine. EAD is check green box. Exterior lights are all on. Radar. Let's turn the radar on. What's wrong button? Okay, radar switch is on. Profile. Navigation is armed. And on the brakes, we're going to use this turnout over here to do a 180 turn here. Look at that turn. So professional. Alright, 297. Okay. Alright, takeoff clearance. Hamilton traffic, UPS 2003, departing runway 30. Monroe 9 departure. Alright, crew, we are clear for takeoff. Let's run them up. Okay, power's looking good. Auto flight. That arms to auto throttle. Brakes released. Takeoff thrust. Looking for 100.3 on the N1. Come on, get there, baby. Thrust set close enough. I think that's all we're gonna get out of it. 80 knots. Takeoff clamp. One. Rotate. Gloves at a rate. You're up. Oof. Got a bit of wind shear there. Definitely picking up a lot of wind shear there. Strong crosswind right after we got off the runway there. Okay, coming left to heading 260. And climb thrust. Alright, let's go direct to Durat. Nope. Not what I wanted. Direct Durat. Alright. So bringing it around. There's our acceleration altitude. We're going to keep this speed and we're going to keep the flaps out until we get out of this turn. I don't like messing with flaps while I'm in the middle of a turn. Alright, speed checks, flaps retract. Speed checks, slats retract.
Stabilizer motion.
There's Hamilton down there. It's a really cool view. Tell you what, I'm gonna turn on the autopilot so I can look at that view. That's so neat. So we started off there, we taxied down this runway, made a right onto 06, then made a right onto this one, did a 180, and took off. So cool. Alright, 10,000 feet. Alright, let's pushing those down. Let's go 350 pitch for our final climb speed. Hamilton traffic, UPS 2003 is clear of 30 and airport traffic. Alright, over to Unicom. After takeoff checklist,
Stabilizer motion.
landing gear up, lights out, spoiler handle. Disarmed. Yeah. Okay, auto brakes are off. Flaps and slats are up, retract. Flap takeoff selector, 15 degrees. EAD is checked with no alerts. Exterior lights off. And to the line. Cool, let's keep climbing. And off to the left, somewhere out there is supposed to be Toronto, but I can't see it. It may be in the clouds. there somewhere. Okay, 18,000 feet, altimeter standard. After takeoff checklist complete. So, I don't know if you guys use this VetSim radar, but it just had a big update today. Whoever's making this thing is putting a lot of love into it. Oh! I don't see myself on here. Oh! Might help if I connected. Oh boy. Well, that's great. Apparently I didn't file a flight plan. Well, I did, but it didn't stick. Alright, let me go back in and fix that now. That's better. Cool. Alright, I think we should show up on VetSim radar now. Yep, there we are. What I was saying was that the creator of this website has been really making a lot of cool updates to it. And I think on their Discord they actually mentioned what it was that they updated today. What is this? Oh no, it's SIBO. Let's see, VetSim radar. Whatever. That's us. We're on there. Does not appear that my flight plan went through though. Let's see if I can get that to work. Climbing to flight level 290 for 350. Okay. Third time's the charm. Oh, there we go. Okay. Flight plan finally came through. I got my MD-11 symbol on there, which makes me happy because, you know, I want to represent. So basically, we took off out of Hamilton, and we are heading over to Halifax, which is on Nova Scotia. But the weather there is not so great. So the last check of the weather that I had, I'll show you right now. Let's see here. Climate to 320-350. Optimum, yeah, we're gonna keep it at that. And again, I brought a little extra fuel in case we have to divert, because I don't like the weather options that we've got. So if we take a look at Navigraph here, the weather at Halifax is currently 330 at 16, gusting to 22, 1/2 statute mile visibility, snow, overcast at 700 feet. I'm sorry, 2.5 statute miles visibility. Overcast is 700 feet. So here's my problem. If we look at Halifax, or actually let's look at the right airport. This is Halifax. Because of the wind, the active runway is this short little thing right here. That's so we got snow, freezing conditions, so this runway is already going to be super short. So that's already at flaps 50 with max auto brakes. The wind is more or less down the runway, which helps us. But the only approaches that we have onto runway 32 with those weather conditions are RNAV approaches. There are no ILS approaches to runway 32.
Altitude.
Okay. 1,000 to go. So, we have to shoot an RNAV approach, but the problem with the RNAV approach is that it's non-precision. So the closest we can get down to minimums for an RNAV approach to runway 32 is 764 feet baro, or for us it's going to be 288 radar. And I don't know if the weather conditions are going to, behave. So if we do not have runway contact by 288, we have to go around. Okay? And if we have to go around, how long do we want to hold and wait to see if the weather gets better? I don't know. Honestly, the best thing to do would be to fly the missed approach as published and fly this hold and kind of wait for a little while and see if it improves. And if it doesn't, I do have an alternate over here at CYQY, which is J.A. Douglas McCurdy, which has better weather, but it's not the best airport for me to operate an MD-11 in. They have a 7,000 foot runway, which is not ideal. So we're gonna have to see how this goes. Let's hope we have runway contact in time. But in the meantime, we do have a fair ways to go here. Oh yeah, we're definitely doing a flaps 50. Also turn on some music. Hopefully it doesn't break the stream. Been lucky so far. Hoping the new settings are working out. Let's see here. A little bit of stream music. Okay, got plenty of fuel here for this. I brought more fuel than I needed in case we had to hold or divert or anything like that. Got a nice little tailwind pushing us right now. Ground speed's 521. Oh man, let's see, how long do we have till top of descent here? 485 miles. So about 50 some odd minutes. Let's see if we can let's see if we have anything on our flight plan for the alternate. TY, UY. We'll deal with that later. If we need to get there, we'll get there. wouldn't mind a little more tailwind then. Okay. Oh. I wasn't intending to be gone this long. I went to grab a bottle of water out of my fridge and I spilled a lot of water everywhere, so I had to clean that up. Anyway. I think one thing I want to do here is let's take a little bit bigger look at Halifax Airport. Halifax. Let's figure out where exactly we're parking here. So let's assume we make a successful landing on this runway, which is a big if right now. Where do we park here? Parking positions and coordinates for parking positions. Alright, so taxi, parking positions. Number 3. I got an idea. Let's see here. maps. Let's do a satellite view. Or better yet, we can take a look at the UPS VAC website, and we do have parking positions listed on a lot of these places. Information. Let's try CYHZ. Well, that doesn't help me much. Does this even work? Yep. Okay. Google Maps it is. That ain't. There we go. Halifax. Where is the airport? Nope, that ain't it. Where is the airport here? There we go. Okay, so now we got the satellite view. Hold on, make sure my plane's not crashing here. Back to satellite view. Aha! That looks like some cargo right there. We'll park there. I don't think FedEx will mind if we park in their spot tonight. Maybe 307. Alright, let's take a look at that on the ground chart. 307. Ground chart. So we're going to be parking all the way down here. So we got quite a long taxi. Let's plan for a full-length rollout when we get to Halifax. Exit on November. And we're going to taxi all the way down this way. Down Alpha. Right on Juliet to park somewhere in here. Wow, it's a long taxi. I wish the wind was blowing a different direction. I really don't want to land on this 3-2, but I don't think we have much choice here. Well, wish us luck, I guess, right? we figured out where we're parking. Alright, let's look at this weather some more. Still come right down that runway, like. What if we landed on runway 5? What would that look like? Ooh, 17 knot crosswind and snow? I don't think so. Wonder. I guess it's not technically much of a tailwind, right? It's just a very heavy crosswind. I think we can do that. Let's see what has an actual ILS approach. It has an actual ILS approach at runway 14 does. Runway 23 does as well. You know what? Why can't we land on 2-3? I mean, it's got a heck of a crosswind, but I think we can do it. Let me look up my limitations and see if there's any, Well, it's not gonna work. I'm expecting very poor braking action on this runway. Well, no. It doesn't say that it's actually snowing here. Yeah, we can do this. Alright, we're switching the runway. It's not a contaminated runway, so. Alright, so let's go over to the ILS 23. We'll take it up at Dutur. I like that a lot better. Much better. Okay, let's adjust our flight plan accordingly then. At Ebony, we're switching. Okay, maybe not. All right. So we're gonna do ILS 23. Do here. Take a look at that. Okay, I think it's a lot better. Cool. Now we have an ILS. We just have a monster crosswind we gotta deal with, but that's okay. That's better than that short landing distance with minimums that aren't gonna get us in. The ILS minimums will get us in a lot closer. We can do a Cat 2 approach too. So if we take a look at the ILS Cat 2 approach, minimums are 100 for that. And that should get us in. Overcast is 900 feet. Well, crap. Alright, well, the minimums have increased 900 feet. I'm going to stick with this runway because the rollout will make it a lot better for us getting down to our parking. And I don't mind a little bit of crosswind, so we'll make that work. We'll go over this a little bit closer when we get closer. Alright, that's a little bit better. 241 miles to the top of descent. That puts us at 29 minutes. It's a big crosswind, but it gives us more runway to roll out on. And we can actually go back down to a flaps 35 approach with that. So, there we go. It's a little bit better. Okay. So we'll just take the 20 knot crosswind. Hopefully your boy can manage that one. 18.4. I don't need that yet. Alright, what are we doing here? 182. About 20 minutes. We'll brief the arrival in 10 minutes. Aircraft on TCAS way out there. Let's see what that is. Oh wow. This guy's got a long flight going in, huh? Check that out. It's coming in from Frankfurt. .9er. I don't think I've ever seen an altimeter setting that low. Jeez. 2909. Golly. If I put that into standby, like, what would that even look like? Oh my gosh, look at that. It's like 700 feet lower. Descent's coming up in about 12 minutes. We'll start our approach briefing now. We can do that now. Alright, landing data. Okay, so we're on runway 23. That's a 10,000 foot runway, so we're going to be coming in at a approach speed of 162, flaps 35. We're going to do auto brakes minimum. At minimum is fine. That we'll use max reverse thrust until 80 knots. Again, looking at the runway here. This is a better runway for us despite the crosswind because our parking is down here. Initially we're going to land on 3-2. I know we have a long taxi, so I'll take the crosswind, roll out. We'll probably plan on a full-length rollout since there's no traffic. Exit on Juliet. Okay, approach briefing. Let's take a look at the arrival. So we're on the Fundy 5. Picking that up in Ebony. So we'll be using the this MoveVox transition over to Dunham, or correction, Modular. So 210 knots here, logpo 210 5,000 feet. We're gonna make a right turn at Dute here, 210 knots, another right turn at Liros, pick up Dallas into 23. Let's make sure those crossing restrictions and speeds are in the system. The approach briefing. We're going to use the Cat 2 ILS approach. So at Liros we need to be at 3,000 feet, and at Mythic we should be at 1,920 feet. We'll pick up our glide slope down to the runway. Minimums are 122. The MSA is from the YHZ VOR is 1,200 feet, and this approach is going to be climbing 3,000 feet, track 233, expect vectors. Okay. If that's the case, we'll just fly this as a right close downwind. We'll make a right base turn downwind and come back and shoot it again. Okay. Approach briefing is good. Radar. We'll tilt that down. Windshield anti-ice. Let's turn that on because we're going to be descending through some clouds and it's pretty cold out here tonight. Decision height is going to be 122 radar altimeter. That gets us pretty close to the ground. And MSA is 1,200 feet. Okay. The top of the descent should be coming up here. $72 miles. About 9 minutes. Alright, we'll be starting down here in about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna hit the latrine real quick, and then when I come back, we'll be ready to start our descent down into Halifax. Should be fun. Alright, back in the seat. How are we looking here? Okay, let's go ahead and reset our altitude. Alright, and we'll put down 10,000 feet for now. Make sure we get it slowed down, and then we'll continue into the approach to the ILS 23. Alright, let's see if there's any update on the weather here. No. No update. Okay, well, we'll check the weather once more time once we get a little closer. But anyway, 6 nautical miles to top of descent. Vertical alert, heading down. Hey, Eric, better watch that airspeed. Getting a little high there. Yep. Add drag. Felt that one coming. Track. Let's see, did the weather update at all? No. We seem to be a little bit high on the profile. I think the FMS is correcting, trying to anyway. Alright, starting to come back in. are trying to get some more updated weather than this. Over an hour old. Hey, looking good. Hey, in the clouds now. Transition altitude coming up. Alright, let's do that. 29er, 09er. 29er, 09er set and cross check. I'm not entirely sure we're going to break out of this until we're actually 900 feet above the ground here. I've never turned on these floor lights before. I'd love to get a dang update on the weather, but it's not updating. Okay, speed looks good. Still in the weather here. think we have a weather update here. 330 at 16, gust 25. All right. Nothing's really changed for us. Netter 10. Alright. Netter 10 updated. Oh, I said 2910. Alright, music's coming off. And we're gonna start slowing her down. Exterior lights coming on.
Altitude.
1,000 to go. Add a little bit of speed brake in here to help their deceleration. Okay, and altitude down to 3,000. Halifax seat tap coming in. A little bit fast. Adding some speed brake in to help with that. We are low on profile. Speed brake track.
Stabilizer motion.
About 350 low for correcting. start slowing her down for 218. Alright, let's go slots extend. Let's go flaps 15. I'll turn the speed brakes and auto brakes minimum. The airport should be essentially at our 2 o'clock. But I can't see it because of the weather. Well, it better not be snow when we get there. That's going to completely invalidate our landing.
Stabilizer motion.
Get a little slow there. Whoa. What's up with that airspeed?
Stabilizer motion.
Whoa, what's up with the airspeed? Whoa. Are we taking on ice?
Stabilizer motion.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Oh, boy.
Autopilot.
Whoa.
Autopilot. Autopilot. 2500.
Whoa.
Autopilot.
Whoa. Oh. What happened there? Whoa. I think we were taking on ice there. Holy moly.
Stabilizer motion.
We almost stalled.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
We were getting iced up on that. Holy crap, we need to get down quick. Yeah, localizer and glide slope is alive. What in the world was that? Let's go flaps 28. Oof. Nope. Let's keep the speed at 180. Man, this Canadian flying is for the birds, dude. Okay, land is armed. Alright, 17 to 23 knot crosswind here. Oh man. Alright, let's leave the anti-ice on. Okay, turn it right. Halifax traffic, UPS 2003 on the ILS 23 approach. Alright, let's get gear down. Alright, landing gears down. Green, boiler handles armed, auto brakes minimum, flaps and slats. Let's go flaps 35. Altimeters cross Jove. My goodness. Altimeters cross check 2910 EAD check green box. Landing clearance.
2,500.
Brake out around 900 feet. Halifax traffic, UPS 2003 on final P3. Okay. A little bit low on the approach. Speeds, you know, speeds all over the place. Oh my gosh. Look at that crab angle.
1,000.
Dual land. Hoping to break out here soon. Okay.
Autopilot.
Way off center here. got it.
Minimum 100,
Landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Manual braking. Woo! It's intense, but we got it. Full leg rollout, just like we wanted. Halifax traffic UPS 2003 clear. 3-3. Oh, that was something. Alright. Hey, spoiler handle. Up, retract. Flap handle up. Auto brakes off. Bro, you better get out of my way, man. Alright, radar switch off. Landing lights off. Nose lights on. Wing and runway turn off. High intensity. Wing and engine anti-ice. We can turn all that off now. APU started. That trim coming down. Well, that was intense, man. I think we almost stalled at one point. I'm assuming we were taking on ice, but the outside air temperature didn't look like a temperature that I'd be concerned about icing on. We recovered from that, and then we had a gnarly landing, but we got it down. Stab trim 3 degrees, aircraft goes on. Oh, that is definitely ice. Okay, parking brake set. Hey, parking checklist, transponder. Off. Wheel switches. Off. Anti-ice. Anti-ice is off. Rachel defog off. Emergency power switch off. Emergency lights off. IRS is off. Nose light is off. Beacon light is off. Little chocks. Arm up. Ground power is on. APU is off. All AP. Okay. Well, we made it in there. This is gnarly. This weather in Canada is really kicking my butt. I don't even know what was happening there on that final little bit when we were downwind of the runway. That was what I'm assuming we were taking on ice or something, because it just kept getting slower and slower and slower until basically we were stalling. And I don't know if I had the absolute best reaction to that. What I should have done was go auto throttle off and firewall the throttles,
Stabilizer.
but I didn't do that. So turning on the anti-ice, pitching down, getting some airspeed, and getting back up, was able to recover. But next time, auto throttle off, max thrust. That would have been the best thing to do. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Wow.